Inspiration is so tricky to define. It can be something as small as a smile. Of the 13 inspirational women nominated this year, there are some who inspire us with their courage to overcome hardship and fight back. Some who found their gift, passion, and purpose in life, and who live every day reaching out to help others. And then there are some who gently sow peace, tranquility, and soul food to lift others up through things like music, healing, or who always show up with bright pink lipstick and a song. Inspiration can't be measured. One person cannot be said to be more inspirational than another. Because inspiration has this magical quality, a smile, for example, can be passed on from person to person infinitely. We often don't realize how far-reaching our ripples are. She Inspires is about shining a light on the inspirational people in our lives and saying thank you. And by sharing their stories, connecting and inspiring others, we spread the inspiration even further.
Good afternoon to everyone. It's Sunday afternoon. And if you're watching because you need a little bit of inspiration. And boy, have I got a room full of it for you. Welcome to Lorna. Congratulations, Lorna, on being a She Inspires Award Winner for 2022.
Thank you so much.
It's been absolutely wonderful to meet you and even experience your amazing energy. And a huge thank you to Carla Ryan Griffiths for nominating you this year. How cool is that? Way, Carla. And the other lady present is your gorgeous daughter who looks just like you, Sapphire. So welcome to all of you.
Thank you.
It's so lovely to see you. You're at home having a tea party, aren't you, right now?
Yeah, we decided to do afternoon
We've
tea.
got the teapot and everything.
What was that champagne glass I saw a little earlier?
Yeah, we
yeah, we might have some of that.
There you go. Thanks.
We're celebrating each other.
I can't believe Sapphire just showed me the teapot now. Anyway, Carla, I know you're bursting to share your amazing reason for nominating the lovely Lorna this year. Can you please share that with us?
Of course, yeah. So I met Lorna about 6 or 7 years ago and started attending her dance classes, which for me just is like my version of therapy. I've had some really tricky times in my life, and every time I feel stressed or I feel anxiety, I can go to a class and dance it away. But actually, much more than that, Lorna gives out so much energy and kindness and positivity. She's just become an inspirational point in my life. And lots of other people who come to her classes. I don't know how many people come to your classes across a week.
Oh, well, it's about 35 people per class.
How many classes?
6 Zumba classes, 1 a day.
Okie dokie.
Yeah,
so
on Sunday.
A lot of people, between 100 and 200 people a week are meeting with Lorna, and that is a lot of energy and positivity she gives out. When I started talking to other people and sort of meeting them within the classes, everybody comes not just because it's a really good dance class, but because it's like a celebration. It's like a welcome. You never feel alone. You get to know each other and people talk to each other. There's no isolation. And I think that's a real gift to be able to turn something that's essentially an exercise class into something that's almost like a network of people who need to come together, who want to come together. We were talking earlier, actually, when we were having our little tea party about lockdown and the fact that Lorna had 2 days to
work out Zoom. So the last class was on the Thursday, and by the Saturday we were up and running with Zoom. But also
wow.
we were told that we could exercise outside. I found a playground just to keep everyone going, because I realised that everyone needed it for their mental health. It including myself, of course. So
Yeah.
I think that's it. It's not just physical, it's the mental health, it's the friendship, it's the networking. You know, people notice when you're not there in a week and they're like, oh, are you okay? You're checking in. They look out for each other. It's so powerful.
That sounds so cool. It really does. It sounds like you've got this little loving community where you all lift each other up. And aren't you proud to have created that, Lorna?
I am really proud to have created it. I never thought about it. All I think is I love what I do. I love people. I love to see the little friendship groups forming within the class. I also love to see when the shy ones come in and they hide at the back, and then after a few weeks, they're at the front. Because their confidence has been lifted. And I even get some people to dance on stage with me because that confidence grows. And you can see the transformation in people, which is great.
That's so cool. Is it like Zumba dancing? What kind of dancing is it?
It is, the class that we're referring to is Zumba, yes.
All right. That's so cool. And you, Sapphire, it's very unusual to see a mother-daughter team like that speak. But I know in Carla's beautiful writing, she did mention you and the incredible connection you have with your mum.
Yeah.
So
about 10 years ago, Mum was a completely different.
Yeah.
You were overweight, you were unhappy. So obviously,
I was a full-figured woman. Very, very full-figured.
So I don't know how much weight have you
About
lost?
5 stone.
About 5 stone.
Oh my word.
And so Mum was going, you know, periodically to a Zumba class. And her Zumba instructor sort of saw something in you, didn't she? And she said, I think you should go on this Zumba course. Now, at the time, we didn't have a lot of money. So I think I was in university.
You were still in full-time education.
I was at uni, and I'd saved up like just a little bit of money, just with like pocket money and stuff like that. And I was like, look, I'm going to pay for you to go on this Zumba.
Oh my God, you're giving me time.
Actually, what happened for me, she booked it and told me once she'd paid for it. She said, Mum, you've got to do this now.
Yeah, so, and I think the most special thing, I think, about you is that you've come such a long way and you've had such an amazing journey on the way as well. And I remember when you were teaching one person and people didn't really know who you are. And I think that's the special thing about you. You have had this journey and you've been underweight, you've been overweight, and you have all this empathy for people and you love people. And that's what makes your class more than just a Zumba class. Loads of people do Zumba, and not everyone can create such a powerful community of people, and you know, people that form friendships and people that genuinely love each other. Do you know what I mean? Like the class, everyone loves each other, everyone cares about each other. We genuinely want to meet up with each other outside of Zumba. And it's breaking that social isolation. It's building social bonds. It's just such a powerful place to be.
One of the things that I always say is that there's so many people in the world. No one has to be on their own. So when I do see the friendship groups together and people who have been lonely come together and form such great friendships, it really does mean a lot. It fills my heart. It means a lot.
Do you know, you guys are just making me, number one, tearful, and number two, miss my mum so much. Oh, and look, Angela says you're making her cry as well.
Well, we are pretty much besties, aren't we?
And what a beautiful daughter to have as well. One who champions you so much. That's just incredible. Wow. You did something good there, Lorna.
Oh, thank you.
I know, waiting in the wings, you've got 2 more people who would like to say something. Lisa Britton, would you like to come? Hello, my love. Come and share with us what makes this lovely Lorna so amazing.
Have I got an hour? A day?
No.
For me, I've probably tried hundreds of exercise classes. I'm a fuller figured lady. I use the word lady quite loosely, but over the years, I've literally tried just about every exercise class you can ever imagine. I've done loads of Zumba classes. I just can't stick with them. I just never seem to, I enjoy them, but I just never seem to be able to stick with them. I went to Lorna's class for the first time 4 years ago, 4 years ago, and I thought, oh hell, my itinerary, because I have to come to this class the full 3 times a week that she does it, and I think I've missed some over that 4 years, but I've pretty much made 3 times a week in that time.
Wow.
And for me, it's because it doesn't matter what I look like, it doesn't matter what I feel I look like. Lorna absolutely helps me to celebrate my wobbly bits.
Yeah.
She and I've absolutely right from day one said it is absolutely my therapy, and I have to live my life around being able to go to Zumba because of what it gives me, and that's purely down to Lorna. Not only that, I've seen such a massive difference in the confidence for my niece, who now goes as well. She's got a number of disabilities. She's got cerebral palsy. She's partially sighted, and she's now started to go. She started the lockdown classes. Over Zoom. And now she comes and she stands at the front and she idolises Lorna because the amount of confidence that it's given her. And Lorna's become one of my best friends in the whole wide world. Best thing that ever happened to me was walking into that.
Oh my gosh.
I thank Google. When I Googled exercise classes locally, she came up.
I thank God and she thanks Google.
But isn't it amazing that it's so lovely when you find someone else who sees your spirit? Isn't it? It's just a magical thing. And it looks like that's what you see, Lorna. You see inside people.
100%.
Maybe I do, but I always find that the funniest thing is at the beginning of Zumba, when everyone's coming into the class and they either want their cards punched or want to pay me their money, there's always a long queue because we're always talking. There's always like a connection with every single person that comes in. It's nothing that I try to do, it just happens. And it's great.
Genuine.
Yeah, I just have a genuine. You know, I've been there where I didn't like the way I looked because I thought I was too overweight. I've been there where I've struggled with eating disorders. I've been there where I've struggled with depression. You know, I've been there with all of it. So there's so much, especially at my ripe old age, that I do understand, and I can look at people and I can tell if they're going through struggles, you know, if they're doing, you know, whatever challenges they've got. I can always tell when there's something going on in their spirit. And so I address it.
Yeah, it's not just in your classes. You go into Tesco's and people are magnetic. You've got this magnetic thing.
I was saying, I
walked out
of Tesco's the other day crying because this woman told me her life story about growing up in foster homes. I was a maternal role model. I was like, really? Come and say hello and just from shopping.
How beautiful is that, though?
I do feel really blessed, and you know, SheInspires has really made me realise the impacts that I've had on people, which is quite mind-blowing and overwhelming.
Yeah, because don't forget, Lorna, that the people that come to the class are just the start, because remember, they go home, and because they're so happy and so much more confident, home life is better, and so it spreads and spreads. So it's not
even my work colleagues know if I've had a bad day and they know it's a Zumba day, they know I'll be all right.
I love that. And Becky, where's Becky? Can she come and tell us her story as well? I don't really want you to go, Lisa.
Stay where you are, Lisa.
Yeah, my love. And Sapphire and Carla. We need
squishing.
You can do it with squishing. There you go. Go on then. Tell us, lovely Becky.
Hello. I met Lorna about 7 years ago, and literally the minute that I met Lorna, I knew that my whole life would change. I've never danced before in my life. 2 left feet, absolutely rubbish at anything like that. No rhythm whatsoever. And in that first class, and I met Lorna, and I was like, wow, this woman has just made me feel like I can dance, even though I can't dance. And I was like, I'm determined. I'm going to, you know, and everybody in the class as well. Everybody. One thing I noticed that Lorna made every single person in the class feel like they'd had Lorna's full attention, and everybody was a winner in the class, and everybody left the class feeling so much more confident about themselves. Like they just want the class to not end. They want to come back later on today. And honestly, you just changed my life. You changed my life instantly. And Lorna's also one of my best friend in the whole world, literally. And I wouldn't be without you.
Bless you. You know what it reminds me of? You've given me a feeling that, you know, that quote about dance like no one's watching.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It sounds like that. It's just
Absolutely. Penny, when you come into Zumba?
Oh my gosh, I'll have to come to one of your classes just for the experience. Definitely. I would love to. Oh, you guys are just so special, and it just sounds like such a wonderful, uplifting kind of environment. And Lorna, when I look at you, I see someone so powerful and so inspirational. Congratulations, my love.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Is there every day. Yeah. Is there anything you want to say before? Oh, look, here's a message from Jeff B.
Hey, Jeff.
You are amazing. Oh, bless you.
You are amazing.
He always tells me that I'm amazing. I was saying to the ladies, as a very spiritual woman, I feel like I can't take any credit for anything I do. I just thank God for the ability that I've got. I believe God is love, and that's all I want to portray, love, because we all need love and support, and that's it. And I just can't thank you. Thank you.
All over my wobbly bits.
Oh, yes.
And my wobbly bits.
May I just add that?
Oh, wow.
One thing that really amazes me about Lorna is how much love she's got for every single person. Every single person. If there was 100 people in that class, all 100 people would feel at some point they were number one at some point. Yeah, how do you do that?
Yeah,
she loves us all.
Yeah, you genuinely love everybody.
There's just great qualities in everyone, even people who think they can't dance.
Even wobbly bits.
Even people, I don't know. It's just in my heart. And I can't hold it in. It bursts.
That's so cool. Now, ladies, you know that the voting closes tomorrow night. And it's amazing. We've had 1,300 people voting for you guys, which is absolutely incredible. And we are announcing the face of She Inspires on the 31st of March, and you're all invited.
Lovely.
And Lorna's in charge of the dancing. So I hope to see you all there. I don't know where it is yet. I'm still working on that.
Okay.
But wow, thank you, ladies, so much for joining us.
Thank you so much, Penny.
On your Sunday. What a pleasure to chat to you.
Yes, thank you. God bless.
Bye, my love. Bye.